In this video from ITFreeTraining, I will look at the permissions that can be assigned to printers. The permissions that are assigned to printers are different from the standard NTFS permissions. Understanding how these work will give you, the administrator, better control over your printers. In Windows, there are three permissions that can be assigned to printers. These are Print, Manage Documents, and Manage Printers. With so few permissions, this makes it easy for the administrator to configure. I will now have a look at each of these permissions in more detail. The first permission that I will look at is Print. This does as the name suggests. It allows the user to print documents to the printer. In addition, it also gives the user control over their print jobs. By contrast, this means they can cancel, pause, or restart any print jobs that they sent to the printer. However, they do not have any access to any other user's print jobs. You would generally give this permission to the average user. The next permission is Manage Documents. A user that is given this permission is allowed to manage all print jobs on the printer. This essentially means they can cancel, pause, and restart all print jobs on the printer, including print jobs from other users. You would generally give this permission to an office administrator. The next permission is Manage Printers. This permission gives the user the ability to configure a printer. This essentially means the user can change settings on the printer, configure permissions, and delete, rename, or share the printer. You would generally give this permission to an administrator. To have a look at the permissions on a printer, I will first open the control panel. From the control panel, I will select View Devices and Printers under Hardware. This will show all the devices installed on the computer, including any printers that are installed on the computer. To have a look at the permissions for a printer, I will right-click one of the printers and select Printer Properties. Once the properties for the printer have opened, I will next select the tab Security. Notice that if I select the permission for Everyone, below this, the permission Print has been configured. This will allow anyone that has been authenticated to print to the printer. They will be able to manage their own print jobs, however, they will not be able to manage other users' jobs or change settings on the printer. Notice that if I select the security entry All Application Packages, this has the permissions Print and Manage Documents ticked. If you are running an application that needs to manage documents on the printer, add the users that are running the application to this group. The Manage Documents gives the user a little more power than just printing. If you have a user that is a little more tech-savvy than the other users in the office, you may give them this access so they can help other users. You would not normally give this access to the average user because they can delete other users' print jobs with it. Notice that if I select the entry for the administrator has all three permissions, that is, Print, Manage Documents, and Manage this printer. The extra permission, Manage this printer, allows settings on the printer to be changed. For example, any setting on any of the tabs can be changed if the user has this permission. That covers it for printer permissions. Thanks for watching this video from ITFreeTraining. I hope to see you in other videos from us. Till next time, thanks for watching.